everyone, my name is Chloe and welcome to day 13 of Vlogmas. So if you've not seen one of these videos, what I did is at the beginning of the year, I asked my sister to wrap up 24 books that she wanted me to read for whatever reason. Either they were something that sounded interesting to her, something that she really liked, something that she wanted me to be the guinea pig for, whatever the case may be. She picked 24 books and wrapped them up, and now I'm unwrapping one per day. So it's a little unwrapping, a little vlog blast from the past, a little book review, and that's it. So she is actually here today because I had a dentist appointment this morning, and so her and my mom came up to watch my girls, and so normally my girls pick which one, and she said there's one of her favorites in the bag that I have not opened yet, and so she picked through and she has a good feeling about this one. So let's just go ahead and open it and see what it is. She's sitting right, her and the girls are sitting right in front of me, and she's nervous and I'm nervous. Carolyn Brown. I don't think this is going to be it. Let's see. Home of the Heart, including the bonus novella Buttercup Farms. Let's see. Allie Logan has her hands full with a bad breakup, a struggling renovation business, a sister who won't stop flaunting her engagement ring, and a grandmother who keeps wandering off at the most inopportune times. In fact, Granny Irene's latest habit is sneaking out to the ranch next door where she's convinced a lost love awaits. But when Allie goes to collect her, she finds instead a new neighbor, 6 foot plus of tall, dark, and charming. Blake Dawson is one more thing Allie can't deal with right now, but since he's hired her to help repair his rundown ranch, they're suddenly spending an awful lot of time together, and as family secrets, past and present, start to come to light, Allie finds that opening her heart might be just the fresh start her life needs. So, not her favorite, but still exciting. Have you read this one? No, she hasn't read this one. So I like Carolyn Brown. She writes some cowboy stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this doesn't sound like it's gonna be cowboy, but I like the cover. Those flowers are pretty. So I'm excited. Sounds interesting. So I will check in and let you know what I think. Hey everyone, so a lot to update, and a lot of it's not even bookish. So we have had a whirlwind. I like to do one of these, like I open it on the weekend and then read it throughout the week. And that did not happen. There's been a couple weeks in between because this book is republished. The original title was Wild Cowboy Ways, and it has been republished as Home for the Heart. I cannot find it as Home for the Heart anywhere, but Wild Cowboy Ways, I found some digital copies. I found it on Goodreads, all that kind of stuff. So, yes, so that was hold up number one. So then I started reading it, and hold up number two, so it is May 16th today, and let's see, so Friday was May 12th. One of my kids got super sick. Well, no, Friday she just spiked a fever. Friday night she spiked a fever, no symptoms. Friday all day Saturday just whiny and fevery. So we were like, gosh, is it COVID? We didn't know, but we had interacted with somebody who had COVID, but my kids weren't in close contact. But I was like, well, I guess that's it. Tested her, she was negative. So we're like, I don't know what this is. So Saturday night, she started like kind of coughing, just like, so we're like, okay, again, maybe COVID. I don't know. The kids, we've all had COVID, and the kids were really mild with it. So, didn't know if our test was bad or what, but whatever. By Saturday at like 3 or 4 in the morning, she was wheezing, couldn't breathe. Really, really scary situation. So, we took her in on Sunday, and, she has an upper respiratory infection, and, it's been miserable. Sunday was Mother's Day, and it was like in the trenches of motherhood. She is a mama's girl, and, just wouldn't stop, like, wouldn't get off of me because she just needed to be held, and she was just crying all day, and wouldn't sleep more than 10 minutes because she felt like she couldn't breathe. They gave her a steroid and said it's viral. It's not COVID, it's not strep, it's not all the things. Said it's viral. Gave her a steroid, and then we called, and we were like, she is still, like, she's breathing so loudly, so they gave her an inhaler. Nothing was working because it's upper respiratory, so it wasn't actually in her lungs, which is good because her oxygen was okay. But all that to say, Friday, Saturday, Sunday had been rough. So it is now Tuesday. So Monday she started to turn a corner. Breath got better. She got a little more energy. You guys, when I say we have watched so much TV. We have watched so much TV. My kids never watch TV, and especially that kid, she is never into TV. But she just wouldn't move. Like, she just was feeling so bad. And so Monday, she broke the fever. Monday night, my other 2 kids have 102 fever. So now the other 2 kids, it is Tuesday, the other 2 kids are not well, but they're not nearly as bad. So thank goodness. My husband just let me go to the Starbucks to get my free birthday drinks. Today is my birthday. And he let me hang out there for like half an hour, and he's manning the ship at home. So I'm actually on my street, just about to go back into the trenches. But I wanted to update about this book because I did finish it sometime this weekend in the midst of things. So I did not like it. I gave it 2.5 stars, and there's a lot of reasons it could be. So it could be that life was just really chaotic and it was not enough to like make me happy. Reason number 1 that it could be that I'm just not really into straight romance right now, which is what this is. So that could be just not for me. But overall, like, the memorability is low, and I think that is like the mass chaos of the weekend. But this book just wasn't good. It's about this guy who buys a ranch called Lucky Penny Ranch or something. It's not actually lucky. Bad things have happened to everybody who's owned that house, but not like in sinister ways. Just, it's not very successful. So he buys this ranch, and he's there early to fix it up. She has a renovation business that's kind of struggling. Her husband, I think, cheated on her, and now their marriage is over. All of that kind of stuff is going on. So he asked her to help renovate part of his house. And so the two, it's kind of like, I don't know, there's some banter, and then all of a sudden they're sleeping together. This is way more steamy than I enjoy. I have liked other Carolyn Brown books, so I think her steam level is kind of variable. But this one was steamier than I liked. Instant thoughts of lust. And so, like, anytime the first thing you think about somebody is lustful, I just have a hard time buying the, like, deep emotional connection. And not because they can't happen, just because I've never experienced that, which is not, I don't have to, like, have experienced it to believe it. But it just seems like I automatically write off the relationship, like, cool, good for you. I just don't care because I just don't care. So I didn't care about this a lot. I didn't really like any of the main characters, but the things I did like, the surrounding characters were really great. So there's friends, there's brothers, there's sisters, there's all that kind of, there's a whole cast of characters, and this series goes on to follow some of them. So I can see why people would really enjoy the series, and other books probably will be better than this book was for me. The other thing I like is, I think it's Carolyn Brown that does it frequently. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a lot of country music references, and I enjoy country music, and so like, there's specific songs and artists and stuff that are mentioned frequently in this book, and those I think will really date the book. But it's just, and it was actually a little over the top. There was a little too many, but it was fine. So overall, I did not love this book. I think I'll give it 2.5 stars. Won't keep it. Would not necessarily I wouldn't recommend. I didn't enjoy it. If you like to read like me, then don't read it. But if you are into romance, ranching romances, steamy romances, any of that kind of thing, maybe this is good. It's definitely, like, it definitely sets a scene well for a series. So yeah, okay. Wish me luck. We had plans for today to, like, my parents were going to come up, and I was just going to kind of do whatever I wanted today, kind of pass off at least my older 2 kids to my parents, and kind of have a day. Obviously that's not happening. They're not coming up because nobody wants this nonsense. So we're going to try to reschedule. And like I said, Mother's Day didn't happen, except it was Mother's Day. It was like, I have Mother's Day almost always. I don't always have sick kids, but I remember one Mother's Day I got peed on from, like, waist down, just pee all over me. And Mother's Day, like, my kids always like to remind me that this is what it means to be a mom. So yeah, that's it. I will check in hopefully with, like, a less traumatic update next time, but yeah, hopefully we will be on the other side. And that's it. So we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.